Well, I don't see any reason for Connor not to be telling the truth. I've literally just read his texts and it all lines up.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I need to find out what these lot have been told and who by.
This lot don't want me to buy a motorbike. Oh my god. Steve. Loads of them. There's loads of them, Steve. There's fucking loads. I've never seen this many.
Yo. Let's step to the side and have a quick chat. Okay, so I had a chat with Connor, who is the individual that broke into prison and shot Abigail. So here's his side of things. First of all, before I say it, where have yous got your side of the story from?
From being there at the start, and then lifers.
Yeah, lifers.
Okay, what lifers?
Various. We've also heard information through loose lips from DOC, marshals, police.
Okay, so here's what happened. This stemmed from Connor seeing a lifer and a DOC guard doing sanitation. Okay, he then made a joke to the DOC guard, like, surely it would be pretty easy to break the lifers out of prison if they're just out like this. If I wanted to, I could break them out. That DOC guard then went back to prison and told some bullshit to the lifers. Don't know what they told him exactly, but it caused Matthew Colby, who's apparently some leader or whatever in the prison, if I'm not mistaken. He texted Connor, threatening him. He basically told him to keep his nose out of the lifer's business. Connor said no. He then came back and said, I won't ask you again. Basically threatening him, right? It was left like that. Then Matthew's girlfriend, Lana Frey, called Connor and threatened that if he didn't keep his nose out of the lifer's business, that they'd shoot him. So at this point, Connor broke into the prison, found a lifer on their own, which happened to be, unfortunately, Abigail, shot her, left the gun there with a note as a message to the lifers that they can't be threatening him, and he broke back out of prison. Now, I've literally read Connor's phone. All of this lines up. So I don't know what story yous have been told, but it seems like either people are guessing or making shit up. Because from what I've seen, and I have facts to back it by looking at his phone, it's an unfortunate situation that your girl was the one that got shot, but it was definitely not a targeted attack on her or Chaos Legion.
So Ted, what's this other previous shit then? Like the phone calls and all that sort of stuff.
So apparently he had it started back when there's another Connor. He was a lifer. He was killed in prison on the same day. I guess your Connor was in prison and decided to put a note saying it was from the dead Connor as kind of a joke, which it pissed her off, of course, upset her. They found out it was him that did it.
Pissed who off?
Pissed off Abby, pissed off some of the lifers. Then, apparently the way they worded it was that he calls her frequently, but the way they worded it was kind of odd. They made it sound like something else was going on. But what it sounds to me is that these lifers to be honest with you, they don't have their story straight.
Do you think he was on a troller and they took this a bit too serious? Do you think he was here on well, not too serious, but he was poking at them because they poked at him or something? So he's just jabbing at them.
To be honest, I knew there was more to this picture. I've been trying to figure it out myself. I knew that somebody is not going to just, especially from a gang, is not going to just leave a message like
Quite
that
a reputable
unless
gang.
a reputable gang nonetheless.
Maybe
Yeah,
top
yeah.
3. Some would say a top 3.
Top, yeah. Manor, you guys.
Chaos Legion is the most popular gang. You know,
You're
'cause
number
of,
1.
yeah.
Exactly,
Top
I
3.
mean,
You know what I'm saying?
You know. But the point is, what sounds logical to me is what you guys are saying. Because if I'm being honest, I'd lie if I said that if I let my emotions get in the way here, I would definitely believe the shit they were saying. But what makes sense to me is that this was wrong place, wrong time. I've been thinking about it for the last day, ever since I looked over the letter that he left. And every time I push the lifers about stuff, I keep getting slightly different stories, which tells me that there is some bullshittery coming from them. Not the whole truth, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, look, I understand you're going to be upset. You've lost a loved one. It's awful. And I get you're going to feel a type of way about it. But it does definitely seem like there was absolutely no malicious intent in a sense of going for Abigail or anyone tied to Chaos Legion.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'll be honest, that does make sense to me. I'll be honest, I was thinking about asking you guys about an idea, but hearing this information, I don't even think that's necessary.
What's the
now.
idea?
Well, run the ones. You want to run a fade with your boy?
Run it, because I listen.
Me and him.
That was your boy's girl.
What type of ones are we talking here? I'm curious.
No, we're fist to fist.
Absolutely, I'll call him up here right now. I'll call everyone up here. We can build a big circle. You and him run the runs.
You know what? Let's do this.
All right.
I need to get my aggression out. You know, even if he kicks my ass, let's do this.
All right.
Listen, bro.
I'll make it happen right now.
Win, lose, you run the ones.
You're running the ones.
I'm running the ones. Well,
you're bringing the whole gang up to Sandy,
okay.
And you're having a fist fight with the guy who you killed as missus.
Okay.
He needs to get the aggression out. You're having a fist fight. Get the whole gang up here.
Okay.
Get round everyone.
Yep, we'll do.
All right, bet.
Bye.
I thought we were gonna have to start doing that. I thought that's where this was going.
Right. Oh, we're getting all the boys up here.
It's